Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the train station. As always, I am your host, ATrain. Some things have come up and I am currently getting things together. So season 1 is going to be extended just a bit longer. I will be back probably after the holidays with a some newsworthy sports talk. This is a little bit different video than I had originally planned. I had originally planned to kind of do a wrap up of 2021 and 2020 of kind of my first 2 years doing this, showing some of my greatest clips. But now that I have a little bit more time, I can, continue to work on that and give that out eventually. But I can continue just posting regular content until then. If you guys are wondering what the hurry or what the pushback and the delay is, I have been in the market for a PC. And I finally got a PC, a very, very nice PC, but it's going to take a minute to get here. It's going to take a couple of months. So until it gets here, we're going to just continue with the business as usual. The last video you guys have saw from me, I have 3 videos that I posted the last time we talked. Was the Manchester United, the coaching frenzy in college football, and the Spotify wrap up, which a lot of people told me they like the Spotify wrap up. So I'm going to kind of come at you guys with another video that's similar to that, but it's going to be my 2021 Twitch recap. But before I get into any of that, you guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for all new video notifications. If you could, please go back through, check out all the other videos on the channel. There's lots of great content. Me and my buddies chop it up, talk sports, talk music, talk life. A lot of great content on there now. Go back and check that out. So yeah, I think I got all that stuff out of the way. So the recap I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is my 2021 Twitch recap. For those that know me outside of this podcast, know that I am big into Twitch. I'm pretty much a Twitch regular. I always have some sort of stream on, always watching some sort of content. And I've really learned since I have become a content creator to really appreciate the hard work and the efforts that they put in. And it's interesting going around to each and every stream to see how each streamer does things a little bit differently and what they do the same. And I've taken those and I've even implemented it into mine, which is kind of why I was in the market for a PC, because I know a lot of big streamers, games, or just chatting like this, they have, good gaming PCs and they have good PCs and, they do a lot of things and, they got to spend money to make money. Down the line, we're going to get there, but they have a huge channel set up and I'm hoping to get to that point. Obviously, I have the logo, so I'm already one step in the right direction, but it's going to be it's a work in progress, and I hope that you guys also see the time and the effort that I'm putting into these to get out content that you guys would enjoy. Twitch is great. The main reason I like Twitch, though, it's not just for the content. It's not just to take people's ideas and implement it in mine. It's the communities that are built. You can walk into any Twitch stream and, you can say, hi, what's up? And a lot of the first interactions that you get with the streamer is really going to depend on if you go back or not. Because you never want to go into a Twitch chat and they ignore you. They don't really talk to you. It's going fast. Personally, the more and more that I've watched Twitch, I've tended to enjoy the smaller streamers more because the big streamers are cool, but there's so many people in there that you hardly ever get recognized. You're kind of just another viewer in their eyes, and it's very hard to see your message when you're typing in the chat, or it's very hard for the streamer to know that you're there. So I kind of technically prefer smaller streamers because you kind of get that, you kind of build that personal, relationship with them a little bit, and you become a lot closer to them and they become a lot closer to you. And you kind of meet the people that are there all the time. And, Twitch and Discord go very well together. There's the communities that you see in Twitch are some of the best communities that you get in the entire internet. Like the internet can be a terrible place, but I feel like Twitch is kind of a place where we all come together. We talk about all the things that we like, and we all kind of find a common ground to just, kind of ignore all the bad things that are going on in the world. You can go and talk about video games. You can talk to a streamer about how their day's going. They ask you how your day's going, and you build that connection with the community and with the streamer, and you become friends. And it's just a great experience. And I think, and I would suggest to those that don't really watch Twitch, download the app, search in some games that you like, or search in some categories that you would like. They have all sorts of things on Twitch. They got video games, cooking, music, you name it, they probably have it. And I would suggest that you guys go do the same. It's a great time to go see. There's so many options, so many communities to be a part of. I'm part of quite a few. I enjoy more than others, but in the end, they're all great communities. They're all so, very helpful, as I will talk about later. But Twitch is just a great community full of wonderful people. Obviously, there's bad people, but they're easy to avoid. You just go into streams, you find the people that you want to talk to, you find people with a similar connection, and you guys just have a great time. So currently my name is the ATrain95 on Twitch, and I noticed for the Spotify recap, I didn't really show pictures of what I was talking about. So I think I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. As I talk about it, I'm gonna have a picture up so you guys can see, and then we're gonna go from there so that you kind of understand what I'm talking about. So you're not just hearing me talk, but you're also seeing certain things. Also, on the topic of me just talking, I'm hoping to have another person or people or another person to join the show soon. I know just hearing me talk could probably get really annoying. Trust me, I hear myself talk all the time, and I kind of get tired of it too. So just like I said, just be patient with me. My PC's coming in and all that. It's a work in progress, but hopefully I get some people up in here. We can learn about, different people and how they mesh with the podcast and all of that. But I appreciate all of you who tune in anyways. So let's get into it. So like I said, as of now, my name is the ATrain95 because a little bit of a secret of what I'm trying to do with my Twitch, because I haven't really gone live yet. I went live once, I believe it was like episode 3 or 4 of the podcast, and I had some fun with it. These are all pre-recorded, obviously, so it's in the works. Patience. I don't want to give too much away before it actually happens. But yeah, it's in the works. So yeah, I've only gone live once, so there's a lot of channels that I try to find in my free time. When, I have the time to be able to, I like to just go into streams, find different streamers, or find streamers based off the games that I enjoy, which I'm going to give you guys a list of games I enjoy, games I don't really enjoy, but games that I don't really enjoy, but I'm there for the people, and then games I just really won't watch at all. Which there really isn't many. It's more so if I'll watch the game with the person that I enjoy streaming it, but I'm not going to go searching out for it and all of that. But yeah, so stay tuned. It's the ATrain95 is all. So this is the ATrain95. It's 2021 Twitch recap. Hi, that's me. So I sent over the entire year, I sent a total of 3,836 messages across the entire platform for the year. That's a little bit lower, but I think that's lower because I have gotten a little bit busier as the year has gone on. Beginning of the year, I wasn't really busy. I had a lot of time to chat, stick around, chat, and a lot of that happens more so on my days off. I go in, I say what's up, I talk, and all of that. So that's 3,836 messages sent. That's even high. That's one, an emoji and emote is another one. So 3,000 plus messages. There's these things on Twitch called channel points, which is an accumulation of points that you can use towards each streamer for different things. Like I'm in a stream, which I'll talk about later, where you can redeem like send me a DM or follow you on Twitter, follow you on Instagram, or there's one like you can pick my character in this game with X amount of channel points, or I have to drop all my weapons with X amount of channel points, and all of that. So you accumulate those as you're watching the streamer. So over every streamer that I have watched, I've accumulated a total of 534,738 points. 500,000 points, that's a lot of points. I just wish Twitch would accumulate those points into total watch time, because it doesn't really do a yearly watch time, more so than it does if you go into the streamer's thing and you do like how long have I watched, or like exclamation point watch time, and it'll tell you how long you've watched a streamer, but that doesn't tell you your total time on Twitch. And I kind of wish it would tell me my total time watched on Twitch, because that's a lot of channel points. I spend a lot of time watching Twitch, and there's just not enough positive things I can say about Twitch and the communities that I have come across. And 534,000 compared to where I think it should be is actually kind of low. I expected it to be 1 million, 2 million. So it's actually fairly low to what I was expecting. I'm expecting 2022 to be much, much higher, especially now that I'm more settled in and I understand my schedule and all of that. And I understand the things that that I can control a lot better. So for the top watched categories, I'm very confused at this one, much like in Spotify, where there's certain things that kind of threw me off. The top watch categories is one of those. So before I get to what my top watch categories are, let me just explain about what some of my favorite ones are. For those that game with me, I'm a big Apex guy. Apex, I'm not really a big first person shooter guy, but there's something about Apex that just draws me to it over and over again. It's probably my favorite game out right now, which is weird coming from such a sports guy and a guy who usually only plays sports games. Apex being my favorite, I definitely look for certain people to that are streaming Apex that I want to watch. And like I said, since I enjoy smaller streamers, I kind of look for the ones that have, a couple hundred viewers, maybe less. I don't really look for like 5,000, 10,000 viewers, because like I mentioned earlier, you're not going to really get to be noticed in those. You're not going to really build that connection with that streamer. So I try to find small streamers, that are streaming Apex, a game that is fun to watch, fun to play, because there are certain games like that. And this is kind of the category where I'm going to get into that. Streamer, there's games that are fun to play, fun to watch. There's games that are fun to play but not fun to watch, and then there's games that really aren't fun to play or watch, in my opinion. So yeah, I just want to say that before I go any further, these are just my personal opinions. My opinions might not agree with yours, and that's okay, but that's why Twitch is so great. There's so many different things. Like, the people I watch and the people I connect with are the people that enjoy the same things I enjoy. And then there's other streams where, unfortunately, I don't really like that game, or I'm not really a big fan of that. So I'm not going to be able to meet that community. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. But that's just the wonderful world of Twitch. And I think the pandemic especially helped a lot of people either start Twitch or start to appreciate and learn what Twitch is. And now they're trying to become streamers, or they're even just, starting to appreciate the work that content creators do. So like I said, Apex I really enjoy. Mario Kart is another one, because Mario Kart, no matter who it is or no matter what, somebody's always going to rage, whether you're playing or you're watching somebody play, guaranteed 100% rage every single time. So Mario Kart is one that is also in that Apex category, fun to play, fun to watch, just a great time. You never know who's going to get upset. I'm going to throw it in there, even though I don't really like watching other people play it. I'm going to throw Pokemon in that category. Pokemon is just a fun game for all ages. Obviously, it's more catered towards children, but it's still fun for adults. And I don't really like people playing it, but watching people shiny hunt and getting the shiny Pokemon, see their reaction after working so hard to finally get it is fun, and a small bright spot in a game that kind of dies after the main story. That's another one, but those are the big three. Obviously, it's weird, as big of a sports fan as I am, and I play a lot of sports games, there's not really too many sports games I like watching people play because it's just different. And we all know that if you check my videos from the past, my gripe with Madden. So I'm not big into watching a lot of Madden content or big into watching 2K content just because it's not as good as it used to be. So it just doesn't feel the same. Whereas Apex hasn't really switched up. Obviously Mario Kart isn't switched up. Mario Kart is Mario Kart, and there's going to be just, it hasn't really, the concept of it hasn't changed. For Madden, it just seems like Madden and 2K, they just focus more on, I'm not even going to try to get into it too much, but they focus so much on the virtual currency and the cryptocurrency and the crypto packs and the microtransactions. It's just not as fun to watch. And the problem with sports games online is people run the broken plays. And so it's not fun to watch somebody defeat the system in a way where it's not fun to watch people break the system and see all the broken cheese plays. That's not fun to watch. Now to play, it's a little different story, and it depends on who you're doing. If it's against the AI, I'm all for it. But if you're going to do it against the people, nah. So that's why I'm not really a big fan of like sports gaming Twitch as I used to be. Like when I very, very first started on Twitch, it's like all I would watch was like Madden, 2K, and all that. But kind of grown out of that. So definitely not going to. So I'm going to put that as it's kind of more fun to play. Another game that's kind of more fun to play than watch. I don't really know. I mean, this list is kind of hard to compile because there's so many different things and so many games that, because I enjoy the game, I'll try and check it out. I know for sure there's 3 games really in particular, and 2 of them, which I'll get into, are on my watch list. Valorant, I can't stand watching that game, but one of my favorite streamers is like a main Valorant player, so obviously I watch it for them. Genshin Impact is another one. I can't stand really watching it, but I'll watch it for the people streaming it. And then Minecraft and Fortnite are 2 more, or it really depends on who's streaming it, is if I will watch more or not. But really those 4 games I'm not going to go search out for. Another channel I really, really enjoy is Just Chatting. And the reason I like that is because there might be somebody that's doing this, like doing a podcast. If they're not under the podcast and talk shows category, they might be in the Just Chatting category, or the Just Chatting category where you find a smaller streamer, you go in there, and you say, hi, what's up, how's your day? And maybe they give you their life story, and maybe they're not okay, but you're the one that went in there and you made their day better, or vice versa. You ask them, hey, or you tell them, hey, they say, how's your day, and blah, blah, blah. Maybe say, it's not good, I'm struggling with so-and-so, and they'll give you great advice, or they'll tell you, the best thing that they know how to do. And that's why the Just Chatting category is one of my favorites. And so now that I've talked a little bit about that, let's go into my top to watch. Valorant, Genshin Impact, and Pokemon are the top 3, with Valorant topping the list, Genshin being number 2, and Pokemon being number 3. Valorant is no surprise. My favorite streamer, as I said, is a main Valorant player, so all they really play is Valorant. Genshin Impact is a bit of a surprise because the person is pretty much they started as a Apex streamer and then kind of made the switch, but kind of built my community with them through Apex and and all of that. And then Pokemon, which is very interesting because I really watch one Pokemon streamer and nobody else. So the fact that it's 3rd, what's very surprising is Just Chatting isn't on there. Halo isn't on there. I watch streamers play Halo. Nothing like that. Wrestling isn't on there either. I watch a lot of old podcast channel, or watch a lot of podcast, or not pod. I watch a lot of Twitch channels. Sorry, that came out. Took a while to come out. I watch a lot of Twitch channels that play back like old wrestling content, like 2000, 2001, 1999, all of that. I tune into that quite a bit as well. So I'm a little bit surprised that neither of those are on the list. But I think once you see my top to watch channels, it'll all make sense. So I'm going to go into my top watch channels. I'm going to start at 5 and go up to 1, kind of like what I did with my Spotify. I really like the format that I used in my Spotify wrap up. So I'm going to use that for my Twitch recap. So number 5 is a streamer name. Her real name is Melanie, but on Twitch, her name is Milani. 2 eyes. Melanie was taken on Twitch, so she had to come up with something different. A little bit of a creative difference there. So streamer from Texas, actually, which is kind of funny. I didn't even know about her channel. I didn't know she streamed or Apex or anything, but it's actually kind of funny because she followed me on Twitter one day as as you're a content creator, or this was in the very, very beginning stages of me becoming a content creator. You look for other content creators, to show your work, they show you theirs. So I didn't even know she was a streamer. She followed me on Twitter. I followed her back. I said, oh, she runs a Twitch. Let me see what she plays. Saw that she was an Apex streamer, so I tuned in. And, it's a really just chill environment with her. There's not a lot of chatting going on. So if you walk in there and you say, hey, most likely you'll get noticed. It's not a very big community, but it's a very tight-knit community, if that makes sense. I just wish it was kind of more active in a way. Like, I mean that is like, because as I said, Discord and Twitch go very hand in hand together. Everybody on this list that I will name, I'm in all their Discords. I have lots of conversations with these people. But yeah, her Discord is kind of just not exactly as active as some of the other ones I'm in. And so you don't really get that tight. I don't really feel as close to her community as I do in others, but herself, she's a very chill streamer, very talented Apex streamer. I've seen some pretty good pro Apex. I mean, they're much better than I am. And if you follow her, maybe sometimes when she does, and a lot of these streamers that I watch also tend to do sub games, and that's being a subscriber to the channel, either through gifted or getting it yourself, and they will do sub games. So if you follow her channel, twitchtv.melanii, twitch.tv/melanii, so that's twitch.tv/Milani. If she does sub games, you'll see me in there. Like I said, I'm very active in her Apex, and I'm very active in the Apex community. So that's probably my top Apex streamer that I watch. She does sub games a lot, and so that she comes in at number 5. So yeah, I have played with her. Very good at Apex, much better than I am. I'm not great at Apex. I'll go on record to say that I'm not great, but I'm decent. And much like Spotify, how she's at number 5, according to Twitch's recap, I am considered a super fan of Melanie. So yeah, so I'm considered a super fan, and I'm thinking it's because her community is not super big, and I believe that would work as if it's like most time watched or something like that, but it claimed I'm a super fan. So yay me, I guess. But yeah, no, fantastic Apex streamer, fantastic person. I suggest you all check her out. This next name, I know it's probably gonna throw her name itself is probably gonna throw you off. It's not like that. It's kind of more just a way of them being creative. So coming in at number 4, her name is Miss Thickens, otherwise known as Miss T. And she's a very variety streamer. She does a lot of sports content, a lot of wrestling content. She'll do GTA, she'll do TikTok, she'll do food reviews and all. She does so many different things, and it's really great. And her channel was recommended to me because the way Twitch works, and I know I'm going off track a lot, but the way Twitch works is if you watch a certain category or you watch certain games, Twitch will start recommending you streamers. Like if you watch like small Apex streamers, or you watch small Valorant players or small Halo players or small like Madden players, Twitch will, if you spend enough time watching it, Twitch will put in your recommendations channels we think you might like, and it's a bunch of the same channels that you've been watching based on the views of the channels and the communities that you're in. So I believe it was when I was watching, like, I believe it was like 2003 Raw, SmackDown, and WCW reruns through a channel. It came up that she did wrestling content, and I clicked on it, and yeah, it pretty much took off from there. She's big into wrestling, big into sports. Unfortunately, I can't really talk in sports because my sports teams are garbage, but wrestling is kind of really how I connected to this community, to her community, Miss T's wrestling community, and people have lots of different varying opinions. I'm called a very big hater in that in the Discord, but it's great. Her community, great. Her community is very willing and open to talk to people about different things. You know, the great thing about wrestling and sports is there's so many different opinions and opinionated things in those that even though, you know, we all like different teams, we can all be friends at the end of the day, but at the same time, there's always a little bit of trash talk. There's always a little bit of, you know, there's always a little bit of that friendly competition going on all the time. And that's what really is the best part about her community in general is we agree on this topic. We don't agree. This is why I don't like this. This is why I like this. It's just a lot of back and forth, talking sports, talking wrestling, talking video games, talking. She does movie nights as well. And it's just a lot of things that I also enjoy. Her community and her also enjoy. And so that connection to be made was super easy. And so that was number 4 on the list. And by the way, if you want to check her out, if you like any of that, sports, GTA, wrestling, just chatting, TikTok, her Twitch is twitch.tv/Miss Thickens, THICKEMS. Like I said, I call her Miss T, but it's Miss Thickens. It's, you know, great wordplay there. I believe she is from Jersey, but she's from the East Coast, which is also another reason why it was so easy to connect, to kind of have that same, the East Coast, the Midwest, it's all the same. So it was a very easy connection there. And now we get into the fun part, our friendly neighbors up in Canada. Number 3 is Jujube, or as we call her, Jujube, a Pokemon streamer, the only Pokemon streamer that I watch, which is why I'm surprised that she's number 3, because I really don't enjoy watching Pokemon, but I do watch her streams a lot. She's very consistent. But before I talk more about Jujube, let me go back. Mel doesn't stream a whole lot, but she's been very busy, but hopefully she starts to stream a little bit more. Miss Thickens, she streams 5, 6, sometimes even 7 days a week. So her efforts are undeniably unbelievable. She really wants to make this her full-time job. So definitely go check her out. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, even if you're busy during one day of the week, you'll probably come in a different day of the week and she'll be on something completely different, which is great because I love streamers that don't play. I'm going to sound very hypocritical to my number 1, but I like streamers that do different things with the, you know, within the community to keep new viewers entertained, and, you know, old viewers also entertained, because doing the same thing over and over, you're limiting yourself to, you know, just a certain audience. So that's Miss T. Definitely go check her out. Back to Jujube. Like I said, a Canadian streamer, Canadian Pokemon streamer. I'm fairly new to her channel as well. These other ones I've been following for quite a while. So yeah, I'm fairly new to the Jujube channel, but apparently she comes in at number 3 on my list for Pokemon. I've seen her, pretty much started seeing her in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and she was doing a bunch of shiny hunts. It was weirdly recommended to me in my streamers who might think you like, which is weird because I've never sought out Pokemon. Like I said, it's not really one of those games I enjoy watching, but I'll watch it. So she came up in my recommended because I think somebody was playing Pokemon and she came up in the recommended. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. Definitely a kind of a family-friendly vibe, being a Pokemon streamer. So if you want kind of a relaxed PG-13 environment, definitely go to Jujube's channel. That's twitch.tv/Jujube, Jujube. I also play on the Candy. So yeah, where these other, Miss Thickens and Mel are kind of more of like a mature audience. Jujube's is definitely more catered towards children and high schoolers, and definitely kind of an under 18 kind of crowd, which is totally okay. It's nice to kind of have that sometimes after, seeing streamers say, drop F-bombs and this and that. It's kind of nice to have kind of that PG safe environment just to chill out from all the mature stuff once in a while. So yeah, if you enjoy Pokemon content, that's a Pokemon content creator that I would suggest. She doesn't stream every day, but she does stream 4 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. That is every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Usually about 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern every day, sometimes 5. Usually if you just follow her if you follow her channel, follow her Discord, normally it'll be posted, but it's usually around the same time every day. She's doing a lot of shiny hunting right now in the new Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Like I said, if you enjoy that, give her a follow. Number 2 on the list, which again is kind of surprising that they're number 2, is Baby Peach, or Madison, or Madeline as we call her, or Baby Peach or Peach, whatever we call her, all that. A very, very good, very, very sweet community. As many of you know, I moved from Michigan to Texas, and it was a very, very hard decision for me. It was not easy. And, I went into the Discords of these channels that I follow, and, I was like, oh, I could really use some advice. I'm not really sure what to do. And it was her community and the person at number 1. Those 2 communities, which I'll get to number 1 in a minute, but it was those 2 communities that really helped make my decision easier. There are loads of advice all the time. Such a sweet community. She started off as an Apex streamer, and then when Genshin Impact dropped, she solely kind of just became a Genshin streamer, but she will throw some just chatting or, reaction videos in there. And then she'll still play Apex, but she doesn't play it as much. She mainly plays Genshin Impact, which is cool. But really at this point, I'm following her for her community. Her community is so nice. Yeah, like I said, Discord and Twitch go together. Her Discord is some of the best people you will meet on the entire app are in her community. Very helpful. They have all sorts of things. They have, like, if you're trying to move like I was, they'll help you. If you're having relationship problems, they'll help you. If you're having, a bad day and need to talk about it, they'll help you. They're there to help you. And it's very, very awesome how willing and helping that her community is. Fantastic. She's been kind of down lately, so if you guys give her a follow, twitch.tv/BABIIE Peach. She just recently lost her cat, so she's been down about it, but she got another cat, and so, we're gonna be here every step of the way for her, just like she is for us. So check out her community. It's fantastic. Very sweet, very helpful community. Anything you need, as I said, they'll help you. Any advice they can give you, they'll help you. Fantastic community. And yeah, I'm not really a fan of Genshin Impact, but when she plays Apex, I'm there. She'll also play Marbles on stream, which, if you guys don't know, Marbles is kind of a race where you type in the chat !play and you're a marble. And the marbles go through a specific course, and you see what marble wins. It's completely random, but it's always a fun way to interact with the viewers in the chat. She's also not a very big streamer. None of these people on this list are like gigantic streamers. They're kind of medium to small range streamers, kind of large, but not really. Couple hundred viewers in there. If you go in there, say what's up, they're guaranteed you'll probably get something, if not from her, then one of the people in the community. Just an all-around fantastic person, all absolutely fantastic community. Same can be said with the Jujube and Miss Thickens community. all these communities are so fantastic. And, you know, I think more than me watching them in general is just the way they treat other people. It makes it so easy for me to come back to them. And then number one, oh, I forgot to mention, Baby Peach, also Canadian. So Jujube and Baby Peach are also Canadian. Number one, I'm GirlyTV, or as I call her, Kelly, also a Canadian streamer. So, oh, Canada, I love Canada. They are right. Canadians are very nice people. I'm GirlyTV. That's twitch.tv/I'm GirlyTV. Full-time Valorant streamer right now. Well, was. She goes on and off, being full-time, not full-time. She's got things going on. She got things she wants to accomplish. You know, and that's kind of what you have to understand with these content creators and these Twitch streamers is a lot of them can't make streaming their full-time position yet. So they have other things that they want to do and they want to accomplish, but they also want to make, you know, Twitch a nice place. I can't say enough good things about Kelly. I guess I'll call her Girly for this. I can't say enough good things about her. Her community is fantastic. It's probably the community I interact with the most is her community. There's just so many great people in there. It's a fairly decent sized community, but at the same time, it's like the same 5-6 people are so close with each other that you kind of know who's really close with them, who's not. As far as her Twitch channel goes, if you're in there, behave. I am a mod. I will ban you. So just behave when you go in there, and I don't have to take the ban hammer on you. They don't have to take the ban hammer on you. She's a great person. I have supported her in many ways. She's basically a friend to me at this point, and one of the few people on this list that I can actually say is a legitimate friend, that if I need something, I can go to her and she'll give me advice. So, and there's another streamer who I feel can be the same way, but they're also fairly new and they haven't made the list, which I will explain next. But yeah, if there's anything I need, I can let her know, and she knows that too, that if there's anything she needs, she can tell me. I'm gonna try. I know her living in Canada, prices are a little different over there, or things are a little different over there, but I'm far away. But at the same time, you know, if I need something, I can tell her. She needs something, she can tell me. And that's just that's just how you build things through Twitch, and you build those friendships through Twitch. She plays mostly Valorant, like I said, but she'll play Sims, she'll play Apex. She's another person I have played Apex with. I didn't really get carried though. We're about equal skill level there. But yeah, it's her community, people like in her community, like Metafire and Jono, and there's just so many great people in her community. Can't say enough good things about her community, Peach's community, and you know, all these communities are so just fantastic. And she's easily the top streamer I've watched. It's not even close. It's probably her up here, and then 2 is probably like way down here. Like whenever she streams, I'm watching. I watch the whole thing through, you know. I'm always chatting in there, always watching the chat. And that, you know, part of being a mod, you kind of have to do that. I'm not saying that I'm obligated to, but in a way I am, but at the same time, I enjoy it. I enjoy the responsibility of being a mod and helping the community grow in a positive way. And a lot of these Twitch streamers all say the same thing, but you know, it really is true. They're all trying to build a positive environment for their community because we want it, you know, to be a escape from reality type deal. And yeah, also I'm gonna plug it because even though she isn't currently doing it, she runs her own candle business. I have bought in candles from her. They smell amazing. They're fantastic. Unfortunately, like I said, she is not currently doing them because she moved, but I will put the link to her candle shop below in the description, along with everybody's Twitch will be in the description as well. Yeah, so she does her own scented candles and all of that. Speaking of doing their own stuff, Mel does her own keycaps. So if you like Apex and you need custom keycaps, she does those. I've not gotten one yet. I do not have a CPU yet, but it's in the works, and maybe I might check out them keycaps. So yeah, I'm gonna promote them. I'm gonna tell, I'm gonna help my friends out. I'm gonna help my, my community out. So go buy Mel's keycaps. Go buy, not yet, but in the near future, go buy Girly's candles. Go watch all of these streamers. Let's see what else. Oh, streamers I expect to make the list here shortly, or I'm surprised didn't make the list. The Chugs, I'm surprised didn't make the list. He is a variety streamer. Notice I said he, not she. I know most of my top 5 is all females. I tend to find most male streamers pretty boring. And it's no offense to them, it's just how it comes off, and the way Twitch's algorithms work is they're going to kind of lean you towards female streamers more so than males. So it's nothing against males, it's just the way Twitch works. So the Chugs is a guy I'm surprised didn't make the list. Like I said, he's a variety streamer, but he plays a lot of Halo, a lot of Resident Evil, Zelda. He does a lot of campaigns. He does indie games. He does Halo indie games, Resident Evil. He does Halo Thursdays with another streamer. Chug's also known as Adam Cole, a professional wrestler. So that is twitch.tv/thechugs. Go check him out. The Sweets Live is another one I'm surprised didn't make the list. I mentioned Halo Thursdays. That's a guy he plays Halo Thursdays with. That is Tyler Breeze and Sean Spears. One is a former WWE wrestler. One is a retired WWE wrestler. So yeah, they kind of have that bond. He's another guy I'm surprised I didn't make the list because I watch a lot of his content. They're also variety. The Sweets are also variety streamers. They stream NHL. They stream Dead by Daylight. They stream Halo. They stream all sorts of different games. They're a big variety streamer like thickens, like Chugs. And then another person I'm surprised I didn't make the list, because I think if I had to make a top 5, that would not have been my top 5. I'm actually surprised that's my top 5. If I had to choose, it would not be it. I'll give you my top 5 after this. But another person I'm surprised that didn't make the list is a good personal buddy of mine, the Hype Man 54. A guy I went to college with, a guy who I had some classes with, and he's kind of a very new streamer. So I watch his streams to support him and help him out, but I'm surprised he didn't make the list. He does Valorant, he does Dead by Daylight, he does Halo, he does all of that stuff. So definitely check him out. That's twitch.tv/thehypeman54. Unfortunately, he's a Bears fan. I am a Lions fan, so we always kind of pick on each other in that way. But big personal friend of mine, go ahead and give him a follow. And I think that would be it as far as I'm surprised they didn't make the list. So definitely a bit of a surprise. One of my closest friends that I've made through Twitch doesn't really stream anymore. It's very sad. Her name is Snowpie. Or Angel, either one. Probably, yeah, like I said, probably the closest friend I've made on Twitch. Her community is great as well, but it was her and the games. She's a variety streamer. When she does stream, it's a variety stream, but she doesn't really stream anymore, and it sucks because, like I said, it was like one of the closest friends I had on this app, and now I don't have that anymore. So I've kind of tried to find other streamers to try and fill that void a little bit. Not saying that I need friends through Twitch, but it definitely helps. And so that's pretty much my Twitch recap. Like I said, all their channels will be in my description below. My channel will be in the description below. You might want to follow it because we got big things coming. Yeah, I don't really know where else to go with this except to follow them, to follow me on Twitch, follow me on here, like the video. I'm gonna have Mel's keycaps and Girly's candles in the description below as well. I do, if you're watching and you've gotten this far, if you're a fan of Twitch, much like Spotify, in the comments, send me Twitch streamers you think I would like. I'm open to almost any kind of game. Just don't do no Fortnite or no Minecraft, and we'll be all right. So link me some of your favorite streamers. I've given you mine. There's plenty more I could go. I follow plenty of people. So if you guys want some, if you guys are new to Twitch and you don't want any of these people, they don't really spark your interest, you can also comment on the comment section, and I can give you even some more suggestions based on what you want. I watch a lot of Twitch. I follow probably 50 something people, or not quite that many, but maybe 25, 30 something people on Twitch. So I can give you plenty of suggestions, or I can steer you in the right direction to try and find a channel that you would enjoy. As always, subscribe, like a billion times, like it, unlike it, like it, unlike it, I don't care. Like it a billion times. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, go check out all my old videos. Please support my people. Please support these people. Please support my people. Fantastic, fantastic streamers. Twitch is awesome. I love Twitch. I don't really know where I would be without Twitch, especially during, as I mentioned earlier, through the pandemic. It really helped you get through it. So that's all I got for you guys. I do have videos coming out in the near future, but my next video probably won't be until after the holidays. So this is the last time I'm going to see you guys. So I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, have fun, spend the time with your family. And if you don't have that family to spend it with, I got you 5 Twitch streamers to check out. If you don't want to check out any of them, there's plenty of other options. But yeah, just stay safe. Happy holidays. Train station's not going anywhere. We'll be back in 2022 to make it even bigger and better. Big things planned. Stay tuned, and I'll holler at you guys in the next video. Peace.